In this video, we will be translating the song Hills and Valleys by Tauren. It says, I walked among the shadows. So walked among the shadows. Does he literally mean that he's walking somewhere that it was dark, that there were shadows, that it was light and dark? I'm guessing no. So I walked among the shadows. So maybe, has he actually walked? Is it actually talking about physically walking? Or has it been a walk through life, a type of experience? So for this one, I would probably say experience hard times, experience bad times, experience bad happen. Okay, so experience hard times, experience bad happen, or you could just say bad bum bum bum, bad has hit before. Okay, so I'm gonna say experience bad happen. Okay, you wiped my tears away. So it could be the fact that you're literally crying and God wiped off your tears, but this is more figurative usually. So you wiped my tears away. So I could say tears is caused because you have pain. So I could say pain, and it's not really wiped away, but it's made it kind of fade away or dissolve or go away. So I could say, I could even say like my tears have like disappeared or faded away. I could say my pain, or I could say my heartache. So like a broken heart. This is more like a broken heart in front of your heart. So broke, like I broke my arm. Broken heart, or you could do it this way in front of your heart, and it's grief, like your heart is being torn. Okay, so grief or grieving. So I could say, you've wiped my tears away. Okay, and then something you do have to consider though is sometimes you find a really great translation. I was just about to say, I'm gonna use this one, except that the third line says, and I've felt the pain of heartbreak. Okay, so if I do that, that means I'm going to be saying pretty much the same thing twice. So I'm going to say, maybe I'm gonna go back and I'll say tears could also be sadness. So I'm gonna say sad, you, referring to God, okay? So sadness, you, okay? I'm going to do it with like the honoring hand, the pretty hand. Sadness, you have dissolved or wiped away, okay? So I'm gonna write dissolve. You could also say fade. And I've felt the pain of heartbreak. So I could say, me experience heartbreak. Sometimes it's easier to gloss the word the same way. It could be heartbreak, it could be grief, but because I'm going to be singing heartbreak in my head and hearing that, it might just be easier to have that on my paper. I wouldn't put something else random though, like if it was the word hen, I wouldn't put chicken. Or I'm sorry, I would put chicken because that's the actual sign rather than just having a different word or like a fancy word for something that has like a normal one that you would put. So I would usually go with that, but sometimes whenever it's really close or it could be either one, then you can go ahead and put the one that is already in the song or in what you're translating. Okay, I felt the pain of heartbreak, me experience heartbreak, and I've seen the brighter days. So it's not talking about something that's bright, it's more sunny outside. But I've maybe me experience, so I did me experience heartbreak. So maybe I could say me experience happiness. Okay, so I could do it that way. Me experience happy. So I'm going to write happy, not happiness, because you only do the root of the word. And I've prayed prayers to heaven from my lowest place. Okay, so me worst time, me pray. And then in parentheses, or actually maybe I've been liking to do the asterisk, and then that shows kind of like the action, and I could put looking up. So any way that you want to do this, there's no specific way to denote your notes to yourself, but I could say me worst times, me pray. Okay, so for this one I choose, I'm going to be looking up. Maybe I could close my eyes and be praying that way, but it says I've prayed prayers to heaven, so maybe it's the idea of more looking up to heaven to pray that way. But you could also pray pray prayers to God, to heaven, by closing your eyes or by folding your hands a different way. It doesn't matter. God hears any of our prayers. Okay, so from my lowest place, and I have held the blessing, God, you give and take away. So I could say blessing. Okay, so I could start with my topic, blessing. Me experience, I could keep kind of that same thing. Okay, so blessings, me experience, God, you give me, and you take away. I can do it that way. God, you give me is one sign, and then roll shift, take away. Okay, so I've walked among the shadows. You've wiped my tears away. I felt the pain of heartbreak, and I've seen the brighter days. And I've prayed prayers to heaven from my lowest places. So I could have stretched that out a bit more. Or I could go back and I could say, you know, actually I need to have a little bit more for this one. And I have held the blessings. God, you give and take away. Okay. And then the bridge says, no matter what I have, your grace is enough. Okay, so no matter, I usually sign doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. Me have, your grace satisfies, or like it's content. Excuse my phone. Okay, doesn't matter. Me have, comma. So I like to put commas in my glosses because one, it's part of the like phrasing for it. So it tells you when to have a pause. So even in English, if you add commas to your writing as you're supposed to grammatically use them, then it helps you to be able to go through and be able to see where to have those natural pauses when you're speaking. Same when you're signing. Doesn't matter, me have, your grace enough. Okay? Your grace satisfy. Okay? Satisfies, because satisfy isn't a word if you spell it with an IE. Okay. No matter where I am, I'm standing in your love. So it talks about no matter what I have, no matter where I am. So it doesn't matter physically where I'm at. Or maybe I could kind of phrase this as it doesn't matter what happens. And it says I'm standing in your love. So it's not really about physical position of like standing. So for this one, I'm going to go with doesn't matter. I could do where. I could also do doesn't matter happens, or happen. UILY dash God dash to dash me. Okay, so doesn't matter, me have, your grace satisfies. Doesn't matter what happens, or I could just say, doesn't matter what happens, you, and then I love you from God to me. Okay, so I can choose to do this with two hands for more effect, or I could just do it with one if I wanted to as well. I could also do it going down this way, or I love you this way. All right, and then the chorus says, on the mountains I will bow my life to the one who sets me there. Okay, so it's the idea of God is the one to give us those good places, those good things, to set us up on high places in life. And so because of that, then we are going to bow your life or offer it to God. Okay, so on the mountains, so mountains, that would be like the peaks, the best parts. So I'm going to choose that on this one, rather than leave any of the actual parts about the mountains, the hills, and the valleys, I'm going to just translate it to the meaning. You could also choose kind of to leave this and then to kind of add in those things. I could just say the mountain's best time, and then try to like explain while I'm going, but it might be a little bit confusing that I'm talking about the best times that I've had in the mountains. So you kind of have to kind of weigh it and see what you want to do. So on this one, I'm going to say best times me bow my life. So it's going to say, so my life, that's who I am, that I'm bowing down, that I'm surrendering to God. So for this one, I'm going to say, best time me bow, worship you. I'm going to add a little bit of meaning there. Okay, so best time, or I could do top time. Actually, I like that. That might be kind of more fitting for like that mountaintop kind of idea. Okay, so I'm going to put top, or like the champ, the best. Okay, so top time, or on this one, because it's not really about a time, so I could say top experience, because I'm kind of keeping with the same theme of using experience throughout my gloss. Okay, so top experience, me bow down, worship you. Okay, to the one who sent me there. So on the mountains, I will bow my life for the one who set me there. For you, I could say gave me opportunity. You set up good plan. Maybe I like that one today. You set up good plan. In the valley, I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. So I say top experience. So maybe I go the opposite and I say worst experience, me lift my eyes. So it's still the idea of looking up and paying attention. Me look up to God. Okay, so I could say worst experience, me look up to God. He sees me there, and I could do he watches me and he cares, because I'm going to add that in. It doesn't specifically say that, but that's an attribute I know about God, and that's kind of what it's getting at, is the fact that because he sees me, he's not just like, oh, yep, you're there. Darn, that's a really deep valley. Bummer. He's not like that. He's looking at me. He cares. It talks about his eyes on the sparrow. If he cares that much for a sparrow that's sold for a couple pennies a piece, like how much more does he care about us? So I'm going to add in that whole idea of all of those things into my gloss and into the translation. So I get that same feeling and that same like, oh, wow, God cares about me so much. Like, doesn't matter if it's a good time or a bad time, a top experience or the worst experience. I want to translate that into ASL so that's understandable for everyone too. Okay, so worst experience, me look up God, look down at me. That's how I'm going to do that whole thing, is look down at me. Actually, I'm going to say God dash look dash down dash at dash me. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. God look down at me, cares. Okay, so comma cares. So I remember to have kind of that pause. Because it's not look down cares, it's he looks down at me and he cares. Okay. When I'm standing on the mountain, aft didn't get there on my own. Okay, so me experience good. I didn't get there on myself. I'm sorry, I didn't get there on my own. So I could talk about succeed, only one, myself, not. Okay, or maybe I'll say that doesn't really fit the song. I'll change that around later. That's an option that I have too. But this is just kind of to get it started before I add the music in. When I'm walking through the valley and no, I am not alone. Okay. Me experience bad, alone, not. Okay, so me experience good, succeed only one, myself not. Me experience bad, alone, not. You're God of the hills and valleys. You God, top, roll shift, worst, and I've just been doing RS for roll shift, worst experience. You're God of the hills and valleys. Okay, so I'm going to just put times 2, x2. Me not alone. I am not alone. Okay. Then we get to verse 2. I've watched my dreams get broken. My dreams, I could just do that one, the fade or dissolve or go away. Dissolve, happen. In you I hope again. God, you give me hope again. No matter what I know, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I know. I'm going to say it doesn't matter what happens. Me know. Me safe. Roll shift. Can trust you. Okay? So I watched my dreams get broken. My dreams dissolve, happen. In you I hope again. God, you give me hope again. No matter what I know, no matter what happens, know I'm safe inside your hand. Me know me safe, can trust you. Okay, because it's not really about being inside of his hand, though being inside of his hand is considered a safe place. That is safety. He's right there with us, protecting us. Okay, then the tag says, Father, you give and take away. So I'm going to keep that. Father, you give me, roll shift, take away every joy and every pain. So I'm going to say happy, roll shift, pain. Through it all, you will remain. So I'm going to say, doesn't matter, happen, you continue, over it all. Does that mean he's physically over something? Like I'm going to go over the river and through the woods. So it's not using over that way. It means you're in control of all of it. You're above all of it. So I'm going to say, doesn't matter, happen, you continue, control everything. I could use everything this time, or I could do control all. And I will choose to say, blessed be your name. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I decide, say, comma, bless your name. Yes. And I'm going to put a plus for a second time. Yes. And I am not alone. Me, not alone. Okay. So Father. So this is usually like Father God. Okay. Father, dominant hand. Father, you give and take away every joy, happy, and every pain, pain. Through it all, you will remain. Doesn't matter, happen, you continue, over it all. In control of everything, or everything, everything. And I will choose to say, I decide, say, blessed be your name, yes, yes. Bless your name, yes, yes. And I am not alone. Me, not alone. Alrighty. So let's go through this song one time. So I've walked among the shadows. You've wiped my tears away. And I've felt the pain of heartbreak. And I've seen the brighter days. And I've prayed prayers to heaven in my lowest place. And I have held the blessing, God, you give and take away. Or maybe I want to go, God, you give and take away. Kind of roll shift that way. No matter what I have, your grace is enough. No matter where I am, I'm standing in your love. On the mountains I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valleys I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm standing on the mountain aft, didn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. You're God of the hills and valleys. You're God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone. I've watched my dreams get broken. In you, I hope again. No matter what I know, I'm safe. I'm safe inside your hand. Father, you give and take away every joy and every pain. Through it all, you will remain over it all. And I will choose to say, blessed be your name, yeah, and I am not alone. All right, so there you have it, Tauren Wells, Hills and Valleys. This was my on-the-spot translation. So I might go through at this point and say, you know, this part was just too long, or it just feels awkward as I turn this way, or you know, another really great word for that I used before, and you can totally tweak this and make this into something else, or you could scrap it, start all over again, or use parts of it. The other thing you want to go through is look through and make sure that everything that you've translated into ASL, translate it back into English and see if it comes out with something that kind of gets to the same heart as what you're getting to in the song. Keep up the good work. Bye.